Hi, Collective. Before I go on a little errand here, I wanted to shoot you a video. Uh, some things I've been learning. It's rather comical and painful, and I think everyone's learning a lesson. And if it's ridiculous, being so innocent, as stupid, as smart, and just looking for love, but not just looking for love, like uh, being all love, but uh, we just walk right into the door, don't we? I do. And so, you know, and you know me, we've been around together for maybe 5 years or so. And healing doesn't happen overnight. We don't learn anything, and just boom, overnight. And I've had so much help on the way, and at the same time been, then what can I say? Like when we're listening to music, especially when we're intoxicated, but sometimes might be intoxicated. I might be intoxicated one way, and another time I'm sober, and the mind just runs on itself, right? And goes with the flow, and then you look at it later, and you're like, I said this, and that looks fine by itself, or maybe that seems a little fucked up to say that, but I didn't say that. It's a statement, right? And then the song goes with that, right? And then it just becomes a run-on sentence, and then, man, it says a lot and it doesn't say anything at all, right? In a weird way, like a song does. It's all broken up in verses and chorus, but it's made with one thing in mind, but it's perfectly busted so that it works, right? And certain characteristics that any of us might have, or coincidences, just keep bringing up certain points. And about individuality, about how could individuality make any one of us like more important than anybody else, right? And that's been my whole point since my whole life, like, right? But every single person is the most important person. Like, when I look at any one of you, I'm like, you're so awesome. You're so awesome. You're so awesome. You're so awesome. Like, but then but if you look at it like from the outside, you look it in and you look, then it's like, man, this guy thinks he's in charge of everybody. What the fuck is going on here? But then he's all by himself. And so, and then when we like get in a bad mood, or not self-righteous, but just have like information, and then type it all in, but then it's on a playlist, right? And so then it ties all this stuff together that doesn't go together, but then it's on one person's mind, but then it's tied to everyone else. And I'm learning like how fucked up that could seem, especially, well, with or without a drug. I mean, the mind is the drug, right? That's the thing in question. And whereas anyone, when, I can say, hi, Bill, and then Bill leaves, and then somebody comes up and says, oh, you know that guy? Yeah, his name's Bill. Oh, you do know him. And then they don't tell you why, because they had something in mind to say about it. Or they're like, oh, well, Bill is into this, and you shouldn't be around him. Guilt by association. And then you're like, oh, well, I didn't know that. And then all of a sudden, every time you see Bill, you're like, I don't like Bill. I don't like Bill. And Bill doesn't what does Bill have to do with anything? Like, you know, and this happens to all of us, each of us, any of us. And so I've been going through like all the stuff collected on my page. And I mean, my videos are me. But, and then all my subscriptions, those are all people that are just them, you know, and the playlists are kind of like in the way. At the same time as that ties everything together, but then it puts it on me. And there's nobody that can carry the entire universe. God dang, it's not fair. It's not fair. And I couldn't have done anything by myself. I'm just one guy. I'm just one guy. And I haven't done anything to hurt anyone. I've just been following the best of my ability. And learning as I go. And I want to have the best life, and I want everyone to have the best life. And so, you know, I let go of, even when you let go of certain problems, then, well, I don't know. So, I'm coming into union with myself, but I've always been with all by myself. And it felt like I was never accepted. And then finding that I was lost when I was on something. But then finding myself found, you know, everyone has had this kind of experience, I think. And I'm just trying to walk the full mile. And everything came in. Everything's cleaning out. And like I wanted to pick up instruments. But then being blocked from being able to leave the situation. And I can't just leave the situation because all the people and all this has helped me along the way. And so we're walking together, and I see myself in each person. Because by myself, I'm just standing out here in the rain. But each person I come in contact with, I'm like, hi, you're awesome. They're like, oh, cool. And then they go back to their people. And I'm stuck out here in the rain by myself. Right? So leadership can be extremely difficult. And that's one confession, one honest thing that I'm learning as I go, as each person has to learn. But most only can find it at the wrong end and then be stuck there and be a martyr, or have to throw it all away and pop out on the other side as somebody else. And if anything else, if everything has to go away and come renewed, well, then it has to happen over a long period of time. And so, like before, with all the playlists, each one seemed like a cool manifestation on its own. But it was removed from everyone and binding certain people, and I didn't realize that. Well, I'm bound up in the middle of it. And the whole time I've been just wanting to be like anyone else, to be accepted in the world, and to know my position, my job, my purpose, how I can lead, what to do, and um, and this is what it's been. I'm very grateful for every day and every moment, and hoping I get my guitar strings soon, and trumpet mouthpiece, and have a place to go, to live, while being here, and learning how to be the best version of myself I can be. Especially if the best version was always here of myself. But are we the best version of ourselves when we're pretending because we're in a role? Are we the best version of ourselves when we're at home with our families? Are we the best version of ourselves when we're asleep? Or when we're dreaming of the future? I think the best version of ourselves is existing in the moment, right? But then that's the scary thing of if we're always existing in the moment, then that's what creates what looks like some kind of crazy superego that's at the source of each mind, each soul and each body, but hiding in the darkness and guiding us. But then when it's pulled out and put on a specific person to carry that, then that's like all the great people who were assassinated. And that's how Martin Luther King, I have a dream. Boom. What? A black guy can't get up there and say I have a dream. That's not fair. Or JFK. Well, he has a wonderful wife. He's a young, handsome president. He says there shouldn't be any secrets. Oh, but then he's two-timing on his wife. Oh, but then they're trying to kill him. It takes 6 people to kill him. But the mob and the CIA were co-conspiring to do it. But then, what the hell? Like, okay, so that's like the two sides of the same coin of what something's trying to point out to everyone. And it's terrifying. How any of us can be silenced, and why would we want to silence anyone? And why would we want to put it all on one person and be like, okay, this person's the boss of everybody? Or, okay, it's everybody's job to take care of this one baby. I love you guys. I don't know what I'd have if what is there to have, you know? People that actually know who we are. For real. Besides any kind of stars and stripes investments and of like of pride. And but somebody has to stand up for us, and we have to stand up for each other. And so there has to be an equal playing field where we're revealing and healing ourselves and helping others as well. And nobody Love you.